Good day. It is I. Oh, geez, nice. Let me button my shirt. And I think I have to go and get something to drink. I did not really prepare properly, but I do have some water or whatever. But it's me. I just wanted to jump on and give some kind of tips on because this IMsL, we saw a lot people who it was their first conference, which is like fantastic because that's what we want, right? So there was a lot of new people that it was their first conference. And even if it wasn't your first conference, knowing how to navigate some things can be really difficult. But for myself, because I'm going to speak for myself and how I tried to navigate it, I was very overwhelmed with a lot of things. And I hope I wasn't snippy with people. I think I might have been a little frustrated a lot, but I hope I was still kind and thoughtful. And if I was a bit snippy with people or folks, I that was not my intent to ever be that kind of way. So when one usually comes from a big conference like IMsL, because it is so immersive, it's like a whole hotel takeover and a lot of things are happening in this. You're meeting people, you're meeting new people, you're doing things, you may be doing some new things. Things could be a bit overwhelming when we have to come back to the real world. And that can be overwhelming. And you might feel that you are starting to feel a little depressed, a little sad. You may be dehydrated because you probably wasn't eating properly and you're probably just hanging out and staying up late. So you're gonna need some rest. Have your body recharge, and rest really helps. I came home and barely had enough energy, and barely enough energy to have a salad. I made myself this big salad. And if you was at Ivy Supreme's class at 10 o'clock this morning, which I was at some of, you would have known that she talked about how food is like medicine. And I'm a big believer in that as well. Part of BLX is, and food is wellness. So I had myself a big salad, but I prepared before I left. So I did my shopping. I made sure that I had certain things in my apartment was clean because I didn't want to have to come home to have to do those things. I have the luxury to have been able to take this day off from work. So I'm not at work. I was able to take this day for myself and recharge because after conferences like that, like I said, it takes so much out of you in a good way and sometimes in a bad way. But sometimes the energy isn't reciprocal. But when it is, it's really great. But then when you come home, you're feeling melancholy. I guess melancholy may be the word. If you had the opportunity to get hit or be hit or experience something unpleasurable for you, you might be still in the euphoria of all of that. And that's really wonderful. And a good practice on myself is reflection. So I've been writing and writing. And just being reflective of what I could have done better, what I did wrong, what I think I did right. And I am so lucky that I have people in my life that I can share that part of myself with, and they'll be honest, sometimes brutally honest, but honest still the same because I know where it's coming from. And I hope that others have the opportunity to do that kind of reflection after something like IMsL. So I think maybe I should actually put some things in steps, but this is just like off the top of my head because I know for myself, the first time I went to a big conference, there was no play, so to speak. It was really all about classes and relationship styles and working on those relationship styles and enhancing that. But even that in itself was a big thing, and I still felt the same way. So I want to say that, but I also want to say I feel so when I think that I'm not doing anything right, because yes, there are times I feel like I'm not doing anything right, and I'm talking into a void. One of the people that are on our lives, on our Instagram lives for BLX, I call them Trouble, but their name is Theo. And we talked one time about this gay agenda that I'm like older, and I hear about this gay agenda, but I've never had a copy, and I thought there was something I was doing wrong. Leave it to them young kids to find the gay agenda. And Theo found the gay agenda and brought it for me to IMsL, which I'm so very excited. It's this book here. It's the gay agenda. You can't see it because it's white on like the light blue, which is beautiful. And I got even a pen for my gay agenda. It says Property of Master Raven, the Gay Agenda. And she's such a smart ass. But I love it. It was a gift that I was not looking to get. It was a beautiful gesture. I will be putting that gay agenda to very good use. Another gift that I got was from our current IMsL. They weren't the current IMsL when I got the gift, but I got this beautiful flask and for shot glasses, and it says Sir Raven Rules, and it's really a nice gift that our current IMsL gave me before they became IMsL, and it's really nice. I appreciate it. It's touching. What else? What else? What else? I met my sibling who wasn't at the conference, Ryan. I had to do some work for Ryan, some spiritual work. And which is interesting, right? Like you're like, how do you do spiritual work at a conference which is about like sex and BDSM and leather? Easy. And one day I'll tell you about it. And or I do have a little mini class that I do talk about it with somebody else. And maybe I'll do that. But Ryan brought me something that someone in my leather clan was getting rid of. They got it several years ago. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show it. They got it several years ago at MSC out of the library. The Carter Johnson Library had it like on an auction table. I believe it was on an auction table for the library. Or maybe the stuff from the auction went to the library. I don't know. Something like that. I know it was in the library. I know. And so I'm going to try to show it to you. It is, can you see it? It's a boot black. It's not a boot black. I shouldn't say that. It's a shine kit. I'm going to put that down there. I'm going to open it, but maybe I'll do that in another video. I'll set it up a little bit differently and I'll open it up and you'll get to see what's in the box, which is interesting. And I'm sitting here still so overwhelmed by, if you were there, overwhelmed by our M2023 awarded me. I don't know how they put up with me, but they do, and I'm grateful. So I got that, and just the text messages and those things that I got from folks. I'm truly humbled. I hope to be in community with you all again very soon. Again, like I said, I'm going to do some reflection. Just an FYI, May, which I got to get on, we'll be doing the Artist Lounge with a special guest artist who will be coming in and talking about their art practice. The Artist Lounge is not a specific thing. You don't have to do a specific thing. You do your own kind of thing as long as it's art, no matter what that art is to you. And we just come together within community to talk about anything that we want to talk about. But this time we're going to do it a little bit differently. I want to have or highlight an artist and have them speak and maybe us ask questions about their process. And then we do some art and listen to music and talk shit, and or maybe not, and say nothing at all. Most of us are introverts. And so that'll be happening in May. In June, we're working on preparing for our Juneteenth party, which tentatively, save the date, is for June 15th. More information coming soon. It's going to be a celebration of liberation. Anyway, until we meet again, community, I bid you adieu.